It was raining, not loud, just soft enough to feel lonely. Emma sat by the window, phone in her hand, screen glowing in the dark. She hadn't opened it, yet a voice note from Jake sent 3 days ago. She swallowed, her fingers trembled. Jake always sent voice notes, random ones, laughing, singing badly, saying I miss you. She used to smile every time, but this one felt different because Jake was gone 3 days ago. A car crash, late night, rainy road. One call changed everything. Jake, didn't he make it just like that? Her world ended. No goodbye, no last hug, no final words, just silence. And this one unopened message. Emma closed her eyes. What if she whispered? What if it hurts too much? What if it's the goodbye she never got? Or worse, what if it's just normal, a random joke, a simple good night? She wasn't ready for that because that would mean life moved on. But she didn't. Her thumb hovered, play, pause, tears rolled down. I can't, she said softly. But deep inside she knew this was all she had left. His voice one last time. She pressed play, static, a breath, then hey, his voice, soft, warm, alive. Her heart shattered instantly. I know you're probably asleep right now. She covered her mouth, trying not to cry. I just couldn't sleep. A small laugh. You do this to me. You know that. She smiled through tears. That was Jake, always blaming her for his love. I had this weird feeling tonight. Her brows tightened, like I should tell you something. Silence. Rain outside grew louder. Emma leaned closer, listening, breathing with his voice. I don't say this enough. His voice cracked slightly. But you're my home. Tears fell faster. Now I don't care where I go or what happens as long as I have you. I'm okay. Emma shook her head. No, she whispered, and if someday life gets weird. His voice slowed. If I'm not around. Her heart stopped. Just remember, you were the best thing that ever happened to me. Emma broke down completely. Because somehow he knew I love you. A pause. The and softer. I really do. The voice note ended. Silence again. But this time it was louder. Emma stared at the screen. Time 1:47 a.m. That's when he sent it. That's when he was still alive. That's when he chose to say goodbye. Without knowing, her phone slipped from her hand. She hugged her knees, crying like never before, not because he was gone, but because he loved her till his last breath. A week later, funeral over, people gone, flowers dried, messages stopped. But Emma, she still listened every night. That voice note. Again and again. One night she noticed something at the very end, a faint sound. She turned the volume up, listened carefully through the static, through the silence. A whisper so soft, almost lost. Drive safe, Emma. Her heart froze, her breath stopped, her hands shook violently. Because that night she was the one driving the accident. Report said a car lost control, crashed into Jake's bike. Rain, dark road, no witnesses. Emma dropped the phone. No. Her mind raced, her chest tightened. She couldn't breathe. That night 3 days ago she remembered she was crying, fighting with Jake on call, distracted, driving fast, angry, broken. Then a shadow on the road, a sudden turn, a crash. She never stopped. She was too scared, too shaken. She drove away. And now the truth hit her like a storm, like a knife, like fate. Jake didn't die in an accident. He died because of her, and his last voice note wasn't just love, it was a warning he never got to say in time. Emma screamed, but no one heard because some pain is meant to stay silent.